Hi everybody, welcome to SA Boxing Talk again, and we have our very last list for the year. It is, last but not least, the top 5 females in South Africa. At number 5, we got Gila, and of course she belongs to the Lionel Hunter stable, the Hunters group, and she's done well so far. I mean, she's had a limited amount of fights, but what she's done in a short space of time is she's fought for the South African title. She's had 2 good wars against Ella, and she's also gone to fight in Russia, of course, and she put on a good performance there, where a lot of people that came from there, including her trainers and so forth, felt that she had edged that fight, but she had come home empty-handed as per the risks of going overseas and television coverage, broadcast, and what have you. So unfortunately not picking up that W, but again, I feel that her chances are not yet up, and she'll be getting another one very, very soon. At number 4, we've got another female that struggles to get fights, Hedda Volmerans, the Shredder, as she's known as. She is the current South African champion. She won it in her last fight. She's currently undefeated. She has a very, very good left hand, and I think a lot of the boxers that have come up against her have felt that and have been beaten by it, because, of course, it is very, very lethal. And yeah, she's currently undefeated, currently the SA champion. That's why she falls in at number 4. At number 3, I put in Noziba Bell. Of course, she recently fought in England. Got TKO'd in the 8th round, but you know what? That's she's only ever lost once in South Africa. She's traveled twice, hasn't got the win, but you know what? She keeps beating girls that are in South Africa, and you know, being that good. And of course, you know, she competed for the IBO world title in that fight in England, and the girl from England was a very, very good fighter, undefeated fighter. Of course, Bell campaigning in the super featherweight division. Keep an eye out on her. If there's more female action this year, she should definitely be featuring on the cards in South Africa. At number 2, we got Bokiwa Nonina. Of course, she is the former South African bantamweight champion, and she's been around for a while. She's actually listed as number 1 on BOXERS currently. I think she's fought very good caliber opponents. Of course, she's a former WBF world champion as well. Looking at her record, 15 wins, 4 losses. Not a bad record to have at all. And she's actually fought quite a bit for a female fighter. And, you know, kudos to her on all she's done in her career thus far. I think that, you know, she could easily have also argued to be in the number 1 position, but unfortunately just missing out to someone that I believe is the undisputed number 1 in the females in South Africa. At number 1 is Nani. Of course, Nani, 20 wins, 1 loss, 1 draw. I don't feel that this can be disputed as number 1. I mean, she's the welterweight. She's carrying the flag for South Africa within the female ranks. Her only ever loss came against Layla McCarter, and of course, Layla McCarter has fought the best of the best and been a former world champion herself. She's currently training in Las Vegas, Nevada's Layla McCarter, and that's Nani Tenge's only loss. I mean, 20 wins, 1 draw, 1 loss. I mean, in any record, in any sports, that is a good record. Particularly boxing, it's a very, very difficult sport to maintain good records unless you pad your record. And Nani Tenge has beaten the best of the best within the country, within the continent. She's gone out and only lost to McCarter. So for that reason and she's probably going to go out and fight again overseas and do her thing. So for that reason, she is rated number 1. And that compiles my list for the top 5 females in South Africa. Have your say. If you feel that someone should have been on this list that isn't on this list, give us a shout and let us know where you think we've gone wrong today. Anyway, if you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, please go ahead and do so. It would be highly appreciated. And I hope you guys are all well and smiling. Keep well. Cheers.